Welcome back to Ophthalmology for undergraduates and postgraduate beginners. Drawing of the findings in the eye is very important in a case presentation. The drawing will give more informations than what you tell in writing or in words. The eye is considered as a clock. I have drawn eye here. I have marked the clock hours. While you describe the findings in the conjunctiva, in the cornea, in the iris, or in the pupil, or in the lens, or in the fundus, that is the retina, if you follow these clock hours and draw the pictures, your findings will be exactly recorded. Then people who are seeing your case sheets, they can understand your case presentations better. Let me tell some examples. So I have drawn a picture of the iris here. I have drawn a round in the periphery of the iris. I am going to describe this as there is a hole in the periphery of the iris which is about 1 millimeter in diameter, which is positioned at 1 o'clock. Then it is the peripheral iridotomy that has been done. If it has been an iridectomy, then it will not be circular, sometimes it may have irregular shape. Next, there is a lesion in the cornea here. I have drawn the cornea, I have drawn the pupil also. Why I have drawn this pupil, I will tell you. First you see, I have drawn a lesion in the cornea which is having irregular margins, which is situated between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock position in the cornea, which is in the periphery of the cornea, it is not in the center of the cornea, separated from the limbus by about 1 to 2 millimeters, separated from the pupil by about 2 to 3 millimeters. This says that this lesion does not involve the pupil, so it is not going to affect the vision. This is how a lesion has to be exactly described in the drawing as well as in words. Coming to the lesions in the conjunctiva, I have drawn a red patch in the conjunctiva. How to describe this? There is a homogeneous red patch which is seen in the supratemporal conjunctiva between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. It starts from the limbus and it extends towards the fornix. While drawing and describing a lesion in the palpebral conjunctiva, we cannot follow this clock hours. I have drawn an example here of the palpebral conjunctiva. I have drawn the eye, I have drawn another line above and below. This is the palpebral conjunctiva, this is the bulbar conjunctiva, this is the cornea. So there are two lesions I have drawn in this upper palpebral conjunctiva. How to describe this? There is a foreign body in the upper palpebral conjunctiva. There is a foreign body in the upper palpebral conjunctiva of size 2 millimeters into 1 millimeter, which is located between the outer 1/3 and inner 2/3 of the palpebral conjunctiva, which is situated away from the lid margin by 2 millimeters. That is how we should describe this. I have drawn a pus pointing also in the upper palpebral conjunctiva. How to describe this? There is a pus pointing in the upper palpebral conjunctiva which is away from the lid margin, which is located between the inner 1/4 and outer 3/4. While describing lesions on the lids, how to describe? I have drawn a small swelling in the upper lid. How to describe this? There is a swelling of size about 3 millimeters in diameter situated in the upper lid 2 millimeters away from the upper lid margin, and it is located between medial 1/4 and lateral 3/4. Then this is the description for the lesion. Being a science student, that too a medical student, we should know how to draw the structures of the body and describe the lesions in the drawing itself. If you do that in a proper way, if you learn from now onwards, it can be ophthalmology, it can be or any other branch of medicine, if you learn this now onwards, then you will become a very good clinician and you will be spot on the diagnosis. We will stop here today. We will see in another video soon. Thank you.